Alrighty, now we are officially live. Okay, so I haven't done like these event stuff. I haven't done any of this stuff in quite a while, so I am just now getting back into the swing of things. Let me turn my lights off. I forgot I had LEDs. Let me turn these on real quick. Now we're live. So now Discord should have updated. Discord should have sent a notification. Did not. So let me. It's not the window I want to be on. I want to be on just YouTube. Alright. It says we are live. We are still going. If you're wondering why I'm looking like right up here, it's because I got a new monitor and it's vertical right now, so I can have everything open. We got some royalty-free music up in this. We ready to go hype. Can't see viewers or anything like that, so I can't see how many viewers I have. But if you want to type in chat, hit me up, and I will try to just chill with you. Alright, let's get working on this. So, basically, this music, I can't. Okay, so basically, trying to think of where I should start. We're going to be working on VGSS today. We're going to be making all of the key components. We're going to be making lots of stuff, really. But first thing is story. I can't tell how overpowering this music is, because it's overpowering in my headphones. Maybe? That's better. Okay. Well, we're going to be working on the story today, and so we're going to be working on that first level, which is kind of like the tutorial, stuff like that. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. Well, let's just chill. I'm actually going to do one last thing. I know I have done this. There we go. Okay. We got one viewer. Alright, I'm excited for that. Okay. Quality's pretty good, lighting's pretty good. Well, let's just get started. Hit me up in chat if you want to come. If you got anything you want to talk about. There's a couple things from the last update that we haven't seen yet. First of all is we have added pixel art, so we might get to work on a little bit of pixel art tonight. Yeah, we added this absolute beauty of pixel art. It looks like crap. It's kind of cool. Well, let me tweet this out real quick, and then we will be all set to go. I promise. Alright, finally we're done. Lighting is looking good. Let me plug my phone in real quick. Sorry, I'm just kind of sitting here doing nothing. Trying to get this working. Promise. Lights is the final thing. You can't see him. Alright, well, we're stopping. Alright. Alright, so main thing is story. So first thing I wanted this to do is I want this to fade on. I want the scene to fade in. And I haven't really made a script yet for fading in the actual, for fading in the scene. So let's do that real quick. This will be like a general script. Done a ton of reorganization. Call this fade scene. I realized that I just already had one called fade scene that I never got working. Alright. So what I'd really like to do is I'd really like for this to be like a reusable script, because I want a lot of my scripts to be reusable. So I think I'm going to do this with an enum. Basically it allows me to do like different options instead of doing like a bunch of different booleans. So I'm just going to say create a public enum, and inside of here we're just going to say fade in and fade out. Those will be our two options. I never named it. I'll call this fade mode. And I'm just curious. I'm curious to see if this actually works. So let's just happen here. Create an empty game object. And then we'll put the fade scene on there. Wait a minute. Why is it the old fade scene? Oh, I think I have to do this somewhere else. I think I have to do this outside the class. Maybe I can do it like public fade mode. Can I do that? Well, that's accessible. I had this problem somewhere else. Where did I have this problem? Oh, it's in the player script. How did I do it on here? Where was it? It was the player attack. Weapon script, here it was. I had to do up here. Oh, let's try that. That might work. Gracious. I can feel my desk vibrating. Don't want to hear that. Okay. And then we'll just check to see in the start function. Oh, what? How did I access this? Create a variable somewhere. If fade. No, I don't want to do that. Fade mode dot fade in. Can't do that. Alright, if it's fade in, then we want to do our actual fading. So let's see. We need to have an image. So I'll just make a public image. Oh, why is this not in here yet? Why is this not a part of the main thing? And while we're at it, we'll create a public float for fade time. Okay, so if it's fade in, then we want to crossfade. This probably needs to be done. No, it doesn't need to be done in update. Let's just call. I bet we can do it. No, let's just do fade image dot crossfade alpha. And then inside here we have, if it's fade in, then we want it to fade. We want to say fade image dot color dot a is equal to a new color. And in here we're gonna set 0f, 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 1f, like that. Cannot modify because it's not a variable. Alright, well, we're gonna have to set this. Wait a minute. Alright, I'm stupid. So we'll just say, so the alpha is already 1, so we'll set it then to 0, and the duration is going to be fade time, and the ignore time scale will be false. Okay, and then we'll say else if fade m is equal to fade mode dot fade out, then the fade image dot color is equal to a new color 0f, 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 double equal signs. I always mess that up. And then fade image dot crossfade alpha 1f fade time false. So maybe this will work. I don't know if it'll work, but it might work. There's always the possibility that it doesn't work. Fade C does not contain a definition of fade. Oh, I forgot this needs to be in the update function. Because my door script is going to call, it's going to call this function that I create. So we could just set, we could make a variable like is fading. Right, public bool is fading. And this is going to have to be an update. It's going to need to check this every frame. Oops. And then we're just going to say if is fading, so just to check to make sure that the object is in fact fading. No, it's not the key I want to hit. Alright. I am a stickler for having very readable code. Okay, so now we just need to say else. I don't say debug dialog fade scene idle. I just thought of something. First of all, it needs to be like that. And at the very end, is fading, needs to be set to false so that I can do it again if it needed to. Actually, no, I don't think we want to do that. I think we want to do that in the start function. And we'll just set is fading equal to false. And then what we'll say is create a new variable called fade complete. And we'll put this at the end of each. And what this will allow us to do, oops. This will allow us to actually call this from the door script. So we got to redo how we do this. So we're going to set fade scene dot is fading equal to true, and then we're going to wait, and we're going to set, whoops, should probably create this into an actual variable instead of just a local variable. This probably needs to be an actual variable. So we are going to put that up here. I don't think we can run that up here, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna make this also private because I don't want this accessed from other scripts. And then we just set fscene. Why does that not work? Underscore fscene. I'm smart. Okay, now we got that. We can go to the update and we can set if fscene dot fade complete. Then we can say scene manager dot load scene scene name. I had that earlier. Okay, that should theoretically work. Maybe? I don't know. I'll get stream quality. Let me check that real quick. It's pretty good, I'd say. I'm gonna keep it at like 360. I just bumped it up to 720, so that might have affected bitrate just a tad. Let's see. Alright, just need to make sure that was working. Alright, cool. So technically, this script should be pretty reusable. Let's see. All those errors I'm getting is just because of how I've set up the player. I have all these play mode stats that just output, it just outputs what the player's stuff is so that I can see it in the inspector if I need to debug or anything. Let's see. So then we should be able to make a door. So let's create a quad. Where are you? It's always rotated like that. And we need a test material. Use this building material. Yeah, that should be like just above. We'll just move that to this side. And then we'll just call this door. It's a big door, but it's the idea that counts. We'll give this a box collider. No, we need to make an empty child first. And I'll just call this underscore collider. Component add physics box collider. Got a box collider on it. The center is all off though. I always don't have luck with this. But like when I do it a second time, I always get it right. I'm not very efficient. Component physics box collider. And then we really just want to shift. We just want to shift it forward by like 1. Now like 0.8. That would work. Yeah. And we're gonna make it a bit taller too. I'd rather have stuff to be taller than too short. So we'll just make it like 3. So that he has lots of room to walk in. I'm gonna move my webcam actually. I don't like where it is. There we go. That's better. I like that a whole lot better. Yeah, this should work. We should be able to put the door script on here. We'll put this on the collider, because this one's going to be the one that says trigger. The scene name, we haven't put this new, we have test room. Alright, so we'll just go to test room. Test room is my player tag is player. You go on this game manager object, just drag that to the top. This needs to have that fade scene script. We've got fade mode working. That's good. Let's go ahead and save the scene. We want it to fade. What did I do? So fade out. I think I might have flip-flopped these. Nope, I didn't flip-flop them. I did it right. So this should be fade in. And then we'll set fade image. We need to create a UI image. UI image, where are you? Oh, I think it's like right in the middle right there. So we'll just do this. Make it fill the whole screen. Make it black. Alright, nothing against this, but just we'll set it by default. That's probably something I should do. I should probably set that in the start or whatever. I should set fade image dot color. No, don't want to do that there. Zero, because I don't want it to be. Yeah, I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be visible at the very beginning. So just to test this, to make sure this works, we'll set it like this. And theoretically, this should work if I change the color of it too.
Everything changes.
I feel like I've heard this song somewhere. I'm just listening to a royalty-free music thing. Now we'll drag fade image on here. We'll set the fade time to 1. This should work then. Yep. And now, when we walk through the door, test room could not be loaded because it has not been added to the build settings. What kind of faded? I think it did the wrong thing though. Let's try the other mode. No, it wasn't that. Why is test room has been added? Test room, it's literally right there. That's weird. So I'll level 1 and see if that changes anything. I'm gonna have like 200 scenes into this game. I think we want it to be on the other one. Fade in. So it kind of worked. Oh, I bet I know what the problem is. So it's running this line of code, and it's immediately jumping to this line of code. That's probably the problem. So what we could do, what we're going to do is we're just going to copy this code, and we're going to delay. That's what we create. In order to do delays, got to do an I enumerator. We call it fade in. And then here we paste the code. And then before this line of code, we say yield return new for seconds fade time. And this should prevent, oops, this should prevent the this line of code from being called after this, because I think that's the problem. So we're going to try this, and if it works, then we'll just move over the line of code. Object reference not set to instance of object. Oh, what happened? Hold on, I had an error. I had an issue. The door script. That's 24. That's not supposed to happen. Dang it, Steam. Why is this not set? Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Let's set. We should probably be adding this in the start component. In the start function. Because we should be assigning it at the beginning. Yeah, this will work. We'll find out. That's not what's supposed to happen. Is trigger. Never got an error. I hate not getting errors. I would rather have an error. Don't know what's going on. Alright. So nothing has been triggered yet. I'm clearly inside of that box right there. It's supposed to be fading, but it's not fading. I think I found the problem. I never actually called that function. I love coding. You just always end up finding that error. It's just great. It really is great. Just like forgetting to call a function. It's such a good feeling. I'm gonna try it again. Okay. Okay, it's a start. It just did it opposite. So we wanted to do it the other way. But the point is, that worked. So we are going to copy this code. Fade out. So that was good. Paste this code in here. Alrighty. If you're in the stream right now, this is bugging me a ton. How loud is the music relative to my voice? Because I feel like I'm screaming over my music, but I don't think it's actually that loud. So let me know in the chat. I don't think it's that. Back to our GC, dang it, JK, don't. Is that a freaking bed? Holy crap, I can finally go to sleep in your game, wow. Welcome Flabby Smile to the stream. You're good fam, it's pretty balanced, awesome. Holy crap. I have missed 151 messages. I'm not even checking that. I will check that later, because something is going down. Matt Smith, I'm crying. Why are you crying? I don't understand anything in your code. Well, let me explain it real quick. Okay, so basically we have two different modes. We have fade in and we have fade out. That's all you need to know. This is just like two different modes, right? Then we just need to make sure that if another script triggers the is fading what's it called, then it runs a function that all of this does, all these 4 lines of code do, is this just fades a black image on. And that's really all there is to it. It's that simple. It's just fading an image on. So if I go in here, it's red right now, but it's just for proof of concept that the color is actually working. We go to fade. No, where is it? We go here. We're gonna change it to fade out because I think I was doing it wrong initially. And then when we run into it, so it's supposed to work, but it doesn't work. That's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem, is that it doesn't work. It should work, but it doesn't. So for some reason, the fade in works. The fade out doesn't. Let's just go to fade in real quick. See, it does the opposite. Yeah. Bobby smile. Wait, is that actually a bed? Yes, it is actually a bed. It is a very poorly made bed. Yeah, it is a pixel art bed. Let me pull it up actually, because it's pretty cringy. Where is you? Where are you? What folder is it in? Not in images. Models. There it is. I think I can just open this up directly in Photoshop. Yeah. This is the worst pixel art creation of all time. But yeah, fam, it's a bed. It's got shading. It's pretty bad, but I'm starting to get used to pixel art. Oh, hold on. Let me find something real quick on my phone. I want to show off draft 1. It's probably the worst thing I've ever made. Okay, I'm going to show a picture of this on my phone. So I'm going to see how well this works. This was the first rendition. I don't even know if my camera will focus. That's what it looked like. Yeah. It used to look like that. Is that what was on your Insta? Yes, I did, yeah, I did post something on Instagram about it, about working on pixel art. I think that one was the first draft. It's not that one. Oh, Richard B says it looks just like my bed. Hey, maybe I'm a psychic. I don't know. Matt Smith says this is the first time I'm watching your live stream after subscribing. Really inspiring. Thanks for subscribing, man. Glad you're enjoying the streams. Yeah, hope you're enjoying the content. But yeah, the bed for some reason. So here's currently the problem. You're just not joining the stream. The current problem is not that this is red, but the problem is that the fade in works, the fade out does not, and I don't know why. I really just don't know why. Let me show you. It makes a little bit more sense. So I have fade in on right now, and if I go down to here, it doesn't work. It just goes immediately to the next scene. That's not what we want. What we want is we go to the game manager and we change it to fade out. Here's the problem, is that it does the exact inverse. Well, this time it didn't work at all, so you're gonna have to figure that out. Can only make 3D beds without textures. Oh well, yeah, man. I mean, I could probably make a better 3D bed. Yeah, gosh, I cannot speak English. Could probably make a better 3D bed, but I want this to have like a 2D pixel art, but also like a 3D environment kind of idea. So, yeah. I might end up going the 3D route, just because that might be a little bit easier. And this is my first game, so it might be easier to go the easier route. Now, we need to figure out why in the world this worked 2 seconds ago, and why in the world this doesn't work now. The color gets changed here so that with fade out, it should set the color to 0, change it to 1, and the fade time amount. I'm gonna get stuck on this like I did last stream. If you were here last stream, I've literally only worked on like one thing for the entire time. Fade time is 1. Let's see what happens if we force it to fade, because that might be where part of the problem is coming. So we tried forcing it to fade there and it didn't work. Where's my game manager object? So we fade in. Okay, so it waited a second, so it's good. It got somewhere. I just realized why it's not working. It's because I had that. I am so intelligent, man. They call me Elon Musk. Okay, we'll try this again. The object was disabled, that's why it wasn't working. It does the opposite! It does the exact opposite! Bobby Smile says, pasta boof. Yeah, man. I'm using this really cringy royalty-free, playlist or whatever. But I need to find like some chiller music, because this is like being at a frickin' Coachella or something. Ah, crap. Why did he not work? So fade in seems to work. Let's inverse this and see if it works then. No, no. Matt Smith says, I'm really ashamed I can't help, dude. Nah, you're fine, fam. You're Elon Musk, man. Joe Rogan passed the booth. Yep, I guess so, yeah. Alright, let's... Why does this not work for fading in? Well, okay, the best thing to do, if all else fails, is just to pull up a frickin' window and go to the Unity manual. Actually, it's the scripting API. Scripting. I'm really tired. What? Since when was Docs? Since when was this done? We're gonna try to hack our way on here, because for some reason this thing doesn't want to work. Flabby Smile says, or just take out the fade. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're 100% right. I could take out the fade, but I want to add the fade. I'm trying to make this look good. All right, let's just look it up. The Unity documentation server is being very, very slow today. Matt Smith says, totally don't know how to. It's all good, man. All good. Matt Smith says works too. Yeah, taking the fade out would fix the problem with the fade. That's exactly what I'm doing. Wait a minute. Oh, I might have just had a revolution. Revolution? That doesn't seem right. Revelation. That's the word I was looking for. Matt Smith says, so technically you are doing an inverse fading. Kind of. So basically what I'm doing is I'm doing it to where one seed fades in, or one seed fades out, and the next seed fades in. And I'm pretty sure there's not a way to do that in the scene management, but if there is one, scene management. Scene Manager. Yeah, so one scene will fade out and the next scene will fade in. Flabby Smile said I'm legit 70 cents off my Apple Music. Well, okay, so if you missed last live stream, Flabby Smile, he donated $1, but now he can't get Apple Music back. He did that in the last stream. He should not donate in the first place. But, oh well. Yeah, I just looked, yeah. Rip, man. I'm really frustrated that this doesn't work. Let's try the other one. Where is that scripting API? Why, Flabby Smile? Why did you donate? I will never understand why you continue to donate. It's like super chat. I don't even know if my thing is up, so whether or not it sends a notification, I don't know.
Hehe, ¿cuántos pase, mate?
There it is. Thank you for the $1, dude. Don't know why you donated again, because now you're already at Apple Music. Just stop doing. I will block you from my stream if you keep donating. Nah, I'm just messing with you. We want your success, dude. Yeah, I want to succeed here too. I just can't figure out how to do this stupid crossfade. I've already lost my Apple Music, dude. Might as well give it to you. Alright. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for the $1 donation. My stream's a bit behind. With notifications and stuff. Alright. You know who probably has a video on this? Brackies. We're gonna check. This dude is like the freaking Unity he's the Jesus of Unity. Probably Smile, I gotta go. Good luck, man, on the game. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining the stream.
So it's been 3 years since we...
Oh, he does it with animation. Oh, that's smart. You do it with animation. Huh. Steven Surf says on GitHub, Satya Games Scene Fader Unity. I'm gonna look that up actually. I love GitHub. I think I added in. Assets. Let's look at this script. So I'm curious how you did this. Scene fader. What happened to the music? The music is gone. Alright, we start over then. That could work, yeah. I think I'm gonna try with animation, but I'm gonna keep that tab open because that was very helpful. Yeah, let's try with animation real quick. But yeah, Steven Surfs, that actually looks like that might work. So I'm gonna get back to you on that one. I want to try this though. We'll call this one fade out. And we just need to do the color right here. Just put a transparent canvas, then turn to black. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right here, is I'm just adjusting the animation. So this should work. Didn't work. Because I wasn't recording. Okay, we'll try this again. We're gonna hit record this time. And right here, we're just gonna set alpha to 0. Okay, that's a good one. And then we make a new one called fade in. I haven't done any animating yet this game, so I guess it's my first one. Add color, record here for fade in. Set that one to 0. Yeah, that should work. And then I think there's a function on that scene manager. Move game object from to scene. I wonder if we can use this to move the game object to the next scene. Let's try this. We're gonna have to rewrite part of this script. So we'll just say fade image dot animation dot play. Forgot how to play an animation. Animator? No. I bet there's an animator component I can put in here. And there should be one on here now. Oh, it's still recording. Okay. Why are you doing 2 animations instead of 1? Yeah, you're right. I could just do 1. Yeah, I guess you're right. I could just do 1. I'm gonna make a new clip called just fade, so I can keep these, and then I'll just start it at 0. Record, image, color, then at 1. We'll just move this keyframe there, because that one should also be transparent, and then a 1 we'll just set this to fully transparent. Bulk animator, yep, that's how I'm gonna probably have to do it. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to move. I'm gonna try to move the game object. Yeah, that should work. The set trigger stuff. I used to do stuff with animation. I just don't do it that much anymore. Let's try to do that. So we'll just say anim.setTrigger. We'll just say begin fade. And then we'll say yield return new wait for seconds. From that we'll set this just to fade time. Oops. And then we'll do scene manager. Matt Smith says, "Got to go. I will come back with prepared next time so I can help." All right, man. Cool. Thanks for jumping into the stream real quick. Or I guess not real quick. You've been in here for a while, so thanks for joining the stream though. The game object to move would be this .game object, and then the scene this needs to be. We'll put a string in here, a scene name. And we should be able to make this a public. What's the other? Oh, we have to reference a scene. Oh. This might be more complicated than I thought it was going to be. And then we'll just say scene manager dot load scene name. This should be easier. And then at the start we'll just set so that this runs anim.setTrigger. Trigger? Yeah, trigger. And we'll set it, we'll just say start fade. We'll set this one to true. No, I don't think you have to do that. I think you just have to do one line. Yeah, like that. My monitor just went really yellow. It's really trippy. Okay, so by setting the trigger, let's go back to that animator. Yeah, so now we should be able to open the animator window. So we got entry state. Create a empty state. And we'll set this as the default state. I'll just call this idle. We need to create some parameters. Create a trigger. Call it start fade. We'll create a trigger called begin fade because I think that's what I did. Yeah, I think I did begin fade. And then we'll make a transition to there. Transition to there. we'll just do this for now. Now parameter for this one should be if. We also need one to this stay right here. And this will be if, what, start fade? Start fade was the one that I used at the beginning, yeah. So we'll say, whoops, if start fade, do that. Public void, change scene string name. Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right now. That's the right code, Steven Surfs. I think that's exactly what I'm using. Or I'm using a bit of a variation. I've just got it in here, in this fade script right here. I think I can take out that. Yeah, I can take out that. But that's the code I think I'm using right now. I think I'm using exactly what you're saying right here, except I'm doing it all inside of a it's all inside of an IEnumerator or coroutine, where you're calling it from a different function. The public void would definitely be helpful. That'd be helpful for like a button, I think. I don't know if you can do coroutines on buttons. I'm actually not sure about that. But I think we're talking about the same thing. This one should be begin fade. So now we should be able to call this from door script. Door script should be messed up right now. So maybe we can call fscene.start coroutine, and we should be able to call a public coroutine here. Yeah, so we should be able to call it fade. With scene name right there. That should work. So technically, if it's on the first frame, right? We don't need this transition actually. Oh, what's the? Ah, dang it! I don't know how to delete. There we go. So technically, we just need to be able to fade in, and then once we fade in, the next scene will handle the fading out. Yeah, that should work. Let's try this. The animator, fade image. Let's copy this and move it into test scene. See if this works. It probably won't work. Save. In here, we'll need to have an image in here. And we'll just call this fade image. On here, we'll add the animator. Where is that animator? Where is it? Void Awake, the only once thing. Will that work if on the start of a new scene? Because that's going to work on the start of the new scene, then that should work. If it's just working only when launching the game. But I think it'd just be when you launch the scene, Steven Surfs. I think that's right. There you are. Image, fade image. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's what should work. Yeah, that should work. I never saved that script. Oh, that's promising. So that worked. We probably are going to have to move that game object to the other scene in here. So it's scene manager dot move. Can't get the whole code in the text window. Add a static bool only once equals false. Right, but static bools, static variables or whatever, I think, those are globally, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. I think adding the only once thing might work. I'm gonna try this real quick because I'm very persistent. There should be something in the scene manager. Oh, I probably can do that. I could probably do scene manager dot get scene by name scene name. And then in here, or in the animator, we can set a transition like that, and that's just exit time or whatever. So it just makes a loop. So when it begins to fade, it goes out, waits, goes through, it's back to normal, theoretically. Oh, it almost worked. I was feeling very good about that. What if we did something like fade in new scene or whatever, and this fade in new scene yeah. So now this scene I bet this won't work, but I want to try it. Set trigger. Fade. I bet I have to do... No, I don't want to load a sync. Then we load in this fade in new scene. If I get this working, I'm probably just gonna head on to bed after this. Okay, now it's just stuck in an endless loop. Okay. Okay, so that's where the problem is. Destination scene is not valid. Move game object to scene. Get scene by name. What if we create a scene in here? We just call it S is equal to scene manager dot get scene. Let's get scene by path. No, I don't want to do that. By name, right? And then scene name. Go down a line for readability. And just change this to S. So if somebody calls, let's see, on the door, test room should exist in build settings. It does. I'm gonna put level 1 at the top, just right beneath it. Actually, what I could do is I could just set it go to the next scene instead of working with like strings and stuff like that. I could just set it to go to the next number down. Destination scene is not valid. Let's create a scene called test. Forgot you can make your own scenes now. And let's see if this works. It worked when I created a scene that didn't exist. Oh, because I never loaded S. I think I have to change the state so that it only runs once. That's in the animation stuff. So that, yeah, because I want this to only run. I want it to run once. Okay, so that created a new scene, but I never loaded that new scene. Let's try doing this again, but with scene.get scene scene by name, scene name. Continues to not load the next scene. The nice thing is, okay, what if we just said to load the scene, and at the very beginning, it ran fade out. I'm gonna create that transition, and then we said fade in new scene or whatever. Yeah, like this. And then on void start, we set fade in new scene. This. I should really close Photoshop because I'm not using it. And I keep clicking on it. Alright, so alright, that's... Why did it run again? Why did it run that? I'm stuck right now, and I'm also really tired. And because it's taken me so long, I really think that I just need to get a break. And it's already been a while, so I'm just going to hop off tonight's stream. I'm going to try to do more in streams, but I just always get burnt out, and I always can't figure out what I'm doing. And so I'll probably figure out a solution to this tomorrow morning, but I'll do that then. But thanks for watching the stream, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I added in the webcam. I've had this thing for a while, but it's a pretty crap webcam, but it works. Steven Surfs, I will definitely be looking at your code, trying to figure out how to implement this into my game, because I think your code is going to work, or that package that you linked earlier might work. So either one of those will work. But thanks for watching the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm going to try to have a clear head and get a version of VGSS out. A new episode Wednesday. It's going to be hard live streaming twice a week and getting out also 2 videos a week. So I'm going to clear my head. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.